Hello everybody, welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about Invest 7E, and we're also going to be talking about Tropical Storm Erick, which are both going to be impacting Hawaii's weather over the next week or so. So let's get right into it. So first we're just going to quickly skim over the National Weather Service. We have heat advisories for California. We have fire weather advisories for Montana. But for the most part, the rest of the country is quite dry actually. So now if we go to now we're gonna look at um the we're gonna look at these two storms right now. So we have Erick, which is gonna be the first one that's gonna be impacting Hawaii. It's gonna track like this north, and Erick right now it's a tropical storm. So its name is Tropical Storm Erick, and um we have Tropical Depression 7E, which is going to be going right behind it. I think that 7E could be the more intense of the two. So if we're just going to look at the precipitation for these two. So we have 7E right over here, we have Erick right over here, and you're going to see how it tracks northward into Hawaii over the next couple of days. So if I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit, you really see that spin in the atmosphere, and you can see those two storms spinning. And something I want to point out is that yesterday we had it going straight towards Hawaii on the European model. Now it's going a bit south. You're still gonna get heavy rain, but something to note, and also when 7E comes, it's going to track slightly north of Hawaii, when yesterday we had it making a direct impact onto Hawaii. So that's a bit of good news that we're not getting a direct impact, but you can see that low pressure gets down to 965 millibars, excuse me, and it's going to push itself right just north of Hawaii. So the impact's a little bit less on this model run. Now we're going to look at the deep layer wind shear. The more wind shear we have, the more that the storm is going to be hindered. So we're going to hope that we have more wind shear in the atmosphere. But unfortunately we don't. You can see the low pressure right there, and it's right here, and there's not a lot of wind shear. We have maybe 20-30 knots at most, and when this tropical storm is coming in, it's gonna kind of push this wind shear out of the way. So we're not gonna be seeing a lot of wind shear for this. So you see kind of how it pushes all that really heavy wind shear out of the way as it's coming in. And then we have 7E right here. This is Friday, August 2nd, and it's moving in, and by August Tuesday, August 6th, we're going to be seeing potentially landfall or at least some rain from Invest 7E. So yeah, be careful. Now we're going to look at the relative vorticity. This is basically showing the spin in the atmosphere. So we're looking right now, and we can see the low pressure right here. We see Tropical Storm Erick right here. We see Invest 7E right there, and we're gonna see how they're gonna keep on moving closer and closer to Hawaii until they do come into contact with Hawaii. And unfortunately, we're still 10 days out, so this could track like that, it could make a direct impact on Hawaii, but generally we're seeing that there's going to be some sort of impact in this general area from Invest 7E and Tropical Storm Erick. So we do have to watch this very closely. Here is the cone for Tropical Storm Erick. This is basically showing what the different models are predicting in it, like where this could go. So around 2 a.m. on Monday, you're going to see a tropical storm, and then by Monday at 2 p.m., you're going to see that hurricane. And you kind of see how this cone widens. That shows a more uncertainty. So the closer the cone is, it shows the more certainty. So we really want a closed cone so that we have the most certainty, but unfortunately we don't. For Tropical Storm Eric, most of the models have it going south of Hawaii, but for Invest 7E, we actually have the opposite. We have it going north. We do see it making impacts on 2 a.m. Friday, that is Hawaiian time. Here's the intensity guidance. So we have this one outlier which has a maximum of a category 4 wind speed. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going for more of a category 1 to category 2. And yeah, most models have it between this category 1 to category tropical storm. So it's Tropical Storm Eric isn't looking like the one that's going to be the most powerful. It's actually um, 7E. Here's the models. It's a spaghetti plot. So what they do is they put all the models on one map, and it shows where the center of low pressure is for all the models. So we see all the models. I'm gonna kind of time it out. So all the numbers are how far out it is. So when you see 120, that's 120 hours out. 144, that's 144 hours out. So we can kind of see how it's gonna kind of clip the southern border. The southern tip of the Big Hawaiian Island, and it's gonna cause some heavy rainfall. Here we're gonna look at tropical depression 7E, and we're forecasting so far out that you can't even see Hawaii on this map. By 6 a.m. on Friday, we're forecasting a hurricane. So hurricane force winds by 6 a.m. Friday, actually by 6 a.m. Wednesday. So you see, from what we have right now, we have 2 days straight of hurricane force winds. So this storm is gonna be powerful, and you guys have to take shelter if you do live in Hawaii or if you're vacationing in Hawaii. So we have less models on this one because less models can forecast this far out. But for the most part, the reason I think this can be more strong is because you don't see as many models just stopping at the tropical storm line. You see more models going up to category 1 to category 2, and we have even 2 or 3 models going all the way to category 3 force winds. Category 3 would be an extreme. I don't think that's going to happen, but there's certainly the possibility for category 3 force winds. And this is 7E's track. So we have this one outlier, the Cody model, and then we have this cone over here. We don't get a good sense of where it's going to impact Hawaii, or if it even is going to impact Hawaii, but if it does, it will be extremely powerful. So I hope you guys stay safe over the next couple of days. That was me, and goodbye.